This is your sixth year at Andrews High School. So, what's it been like the past 6 years?
It's been good. We were, I don't know, it was pretty bad, I think, before we got here. I think they'd won, there was 2 or 3 winning seasons in the 13 years prior to us getting here. And, we've had 5 straight winning seasons, 7's the fewest we've won. So, it's been good. It's a supportive community and good kids and good people to work with.
So what do you think changed when you got here to go from the record they were having to now consecutive winning seasons?
Honestly, don't know. I didn't know much about, before, we got here. We just came in and worked hard and asked the kids to do the same and try to get a little better every day. And we told them, if we'll improve it a little bit every day, then the wins would eventually take care of themselves.
And what's your philosophy? I mean, as far when you're coaching the kids, what's your philosophy as a coach?
Well, I spent 9 years with Chuck Reedy at Goose Creek, and Chuck Reedy was Danny Ford's right-hand man at Clemson. And so a lot of that rubbed off on me, and I firmly believe the toughest, most physical football team almost always wins. So that's what we shoot for. We want to be tough. We want to be physical. We want to run the football, and that's how we want to try to win games.
And you've been practicing now for about a week, right?
Been a week.
Yeah, and what's practice has been like so far?
Wet. Today was the first day we didn't get in our full 3 hours. We've been very fortunate, but we go twice in the morning, and we've gotten everything in the last, for the first week, except for today. Practice 2 got cut a little short, but it's been wet. It's been hard to, throw and catch because every time the ball hits the ground it's wet, and I think we've ruined every doggone practice ball we had, but a little different probably than we've been offensively. We just lost a quarterback that started for 3 years and won 27 football games, so got a couple guys there that we think can play. They just haven't really played a lot, and we got some work to do there. We're really good at tailback, really good at receiver. Only got two, well, maybe 3. One guy started a decent amount toward the end of the year. In terms of starters back on the offensive line, really lost our 2 best linemen. So, and we lost our tight end. So we got some work to do there. Defensively, probably more athletic than we've been. But like I said, just got a lot of guys that haven't played a whole lot.
And you start out the season against who?
Hemingway.
Is that considered a rivalry? Man, that's more of a Carver's Bay rivalry, I think.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I mean, our kids, they all know each other, and it's been a good game for us there. It's a good challenge.
Mm-hmm.
We're a good football team.
But after Hemingway, you've got 2 in-county games in a row. You've got Waccamaw and Carver's Bay, right? And Georgetown, I'm sorry, and then Carver's Bay later in the season. So you've got 2 in-county schools back-to-back. What's that like, playing those?
We don't really look at it like that. We're worried about the next game, the next day, the next play. We don't try to worry about what's too far down the road. Our thing is we want to try to get better tomorrow, and then get better the day after that. And when we get to game 1, we'll worry about game 1, and beyond that, we just take it week to week and day by day.
Mm-hmm. How many players do you have right now?
Probably going to be in the low 30s on the varsity and the low 20s on the JV. Our numbers are really down. We've lost several kids this summer to transfer. They moved away. Lost one kid to eligibility issues. So, we've got really low numbers really for what we've had in the past.
Who's your starting quarterback?
Going to be either Bryce Johns or Francis Brown. Bryce is a senior. He's been a backup the last 2 years. He's also one of our better receivers. We would much prefer that he play receiver, but if he's our best option quarterback, he's going to be the quarterback. Francis Brown's a junior. He was our JV quarterback last 2 years. And, we're hoping that at some point he steps forward and is ready to play. Right now, he hasn't shown the consistency that we need to take over that spot. But hopefully that's where we're getting to. If he gets to the point where he's the better option at quarterback, then we become a much better football team on the outside.
And who are the players to watch this season? The
Well, yeah, you probably start with Michael Pipkins, guy that's started for 3 years. He's rushed for over 2,000 yards in his career. He's small tailback, but he can take it to the house on any play. Jeremiah Shawls, a 3-year starter at receiver, has caught over 1,100 yards worth of balls and I think 15 or 16 touchdowns in his career. So those are guys that have played a lot. Jaquaylin Little has started for us at corner for the last 2 years. Really good player, a lot of energy. He's going to probably get a lot more time on offense this year than he has in the past. Joe Blake is probably our best offensive lineman. He started the last 2 years as well. So we've got some guys. We got a lot of guys that have played a lot. We just also have a lot of guys that haven't played very much at all. So it's going to be interesting to see how those two things mix and how the chemistry of this team develops over the course of the season.
Well, cool. And who are your assistant coaches?
Jim Rowell, assistant head coach and offensive line. Mike Stapleton's the defensive coordinator. Richie Poston coaches wide receivers and linebackers. Ricky Poston coaches defensive line. And Marty Avant coaches the secondary. And then Kelly Cannon is with the running backs.
Right. And you've got, before the regular season starts, you've got, 3 weeks of scrimmages? Or?
Yeah, 2 scrimmages and a jamboree.
2 scrimmages and a jamboree. You've got one tomorrow night, Friday night. What's that one?
Got St. James over there. And then we've got Lake City and the jamboree next Friday, and then we scrimmage Carolina Forest the following Friday. Wilson's Turf out of Columbia is taking care of the field, but it went a month without getting any care whatsoever, so it's not playable right now.
No, will the field be ready for season?
Yeah, it'll be fine in another week or two.
Okay.
It's just we've got a few residual issues from the track. There's some sinkholes along the sidelines that aren't sinkholes, may not. There's some big holes where water drained out when they were doing the track, and just got to get there. When we had a sprinkler head issue, they had to come in and dig up a couple of sprinkler heads, and so there's some mud and stuff right around those, so they've got to get that situated. But it'll be fine come.
Well, anything else you want to say about the season itself, what you're looking forward to, and what you hope to see happen?
Not really. I mean, we're just hoping to, be the best version of us that we can be. That's kind of what our goal is. What we tell them all the time. We want to just be the best you can possibly be. Doesn't necessarily, we don't measure it by wins and losses and all that. Let's just go out and do the best we can and see what happens.